How do you die in a video game? This took me yesterday morning and this morning because reasons. Anyways, so first thing you have to do is you have to make it so that your player actually has health so that they can take damage. That's what this is about. So you set their max health here, and then you have health be their max health because when you're calling this to print later, you want it to actually say the health instead of always saying 100, right? Anyways, you come down here. So we have a function to take damage here. So minus equals the amount designated by the goblin. Then you have it print the player, like player health and how much health you have. And when your health goes below or equal to 0, it calls the die function. The die function just prints you died for right now. Like, you can obviously make it so that it does this sort of sprite 2D where it shows your dead body and then queue free, game over, new menu, restart game, stuff like that. Sorry, let's go over here. So, next up for the goblin. So, first things first is we have it preload the normal sprite, which you guys have seen a few times already, and the attack sprite, which I uploaded. This is just so that it is able to use them when it needs to, right? Then we have a couple variables here that I added. Can attack equals true, because it can attack even when it first spawns. Attack damage equals 20, and then the cooldown is 1.0, which isn't as important right now because something that we did today. So I did this as signal as on attack range body entered over up here, which is a bit hard to see. Let me move it real quick. As you can see, I have an attack range, which is an area 2D, and that has its own collision shape, as opposed to the goblin's collision shape, which is what you have to hit to do damage to the goblin. I can show that actually real quick. This circle here, the big circle, is its attack range. The little circle inside of it is the little spot that you have to hit to do damage to it, right? So next up, if body is in group player and can attack body, and then you have to do a attack function. Can attack gets set to false. Sprite texture equals attack sprite, which we preloaded earlier. Target.take damage, that's what actually makes the player take damage. And then you have a timer here so that it can't just attack infinitely right as soon as you enter its area. So like you have to have a timer so that it doesn't instantly murder your character. But right now it doesn't matter because I messed up a little bit and didn't have time to fix it, which is that it only calls it once on body entered, which is something called an event. It does not consistently decide, like, it's right now it's not holding a memory and keeping track of if the player is still in its radius. That is something that you have to do so that it can attack over and over again based on the cooldown. As opposed to this, it just, as soon as you enter it, it attacks once. So let me show you how this works. So as soon as he gets close to my player, he does a little animation here, and my character takes damage, as you can see down here. And then I died. So yeah, that's what I worked on today and yesterday. Thanks for watching.